Hello, fellow viewers of the video game fanfic plot, Nat 1995 here with a small announcement for you guys before this video starts. I want you guys to know that we are coming to near the end of Straw Hat Ninja, Fox of Amber, Abiram Lightning, Birth of the Forest, Five Nights at Freddy's The Silver Eyes and lastly Jinchuriki of Spirits. Once they are completed I am going to start up the sequel to Silent Humanity, Rock of Steel, Fight for Us Optimus Prime love story, and I'm also going to continue as Queen, Transformers Prime, Stay, Beautiful Tragedy, Transformers Exodus, Torn Between Two, Van Helsing, Where Do You Think You Are Going Ya, Ink on a Page, Konoha Spider, Courage, and Cunning, He's My Son, Perfectly Alien. I'm also putting the Overlord and Naruto Gaeva on hold because they have too many chapters for me to make them into an audiobook and finals are coming up. I won't be able to do that, so with the end of my little announcement I do hope you all enjoy the videos.
Chapter 14 Purifying the End. Naruto rushed through the forest in second gear and saw Sasuke struggle as he fought the giant beast. What happened? Asked Naruto as his body cooled off from using second gear. Gaara turned into some sort of monster, said Sasuke as sweat rolled off his face. I'm going to stop him, and I'll be the hero of Konoha as you robbed it from Uzumi. Naruto looked at Sasuke, who was now adorning strange black marks on half of his face, and saw the visible fatigue on his fellow shinobi. Sasuke, said Naruto, he got into his battle stance, you're too tired to finish and I'm pretty sure you're borderlining on near suicidal ideas. I'll take care of Gaara. Sasuke wanted to argue, but he knew that Naruto would last longer as Sasuke had burned up most of his chakra with his Chitterus and the curse mark was beyond bearable. You better win, Naruto, said Sasuke as he leapt towards a nearby tree. Naruto bit his thumb and blew into the wound, inflating his arm and cocked it back gum-style elephant knuckle. Said Naruto as he launched his enlarged fist and punched the giant beast, knocking it back a few feet, in the beast's view. That was some attack, kid, said the beast as he watched Naruto release the air from his mouth, but that won't stop me, the great Akabe Shukaku. Naruto knew this was true as all the Bajuas could never easily be defeated, Kurama had told him that. Naruto launched his arms and grabbed two trees before slingshotting himself towards Shukaku, spinning. Gum-style tornado maelstrom, said Naruto as he launched multiple shots against the great beast before him, but was interrupted as an air bullet from Shukaku. Time for a different tactic, said Naruto as he slapped a seal on his body and pumped chakra into it, mech form. Naruto changed into his mech Naruto form and shot his hand towards Shukaku with a chain attached towards his disconnected hand. Sasuke watched as Naruto flew in the air towards the great beast. What is he? Sasuke asked himself as he watched Naruto get knocked away and then blowing a blast of air from his hands. Naruto was using Skywalk to get closer and decided to bring him out. Naruto returned to his full human form and stabbed his palm with a kunai. Summoning Jutsu Thousand Sunny, said Naruto after he performed the final hand seal and slammed his open hand in the air. A large cloud of smoke exploded to reveal a giant lion wearing armor and a black cape with a skull and crossbones wearing an orange hat. "'Tis good to finally test my skills in combat after so many years," said the lion as Naruto landed on its head. "Captain Naruto." From the stadium, Kushina saw the summon and its cape. "That must be Naruto's summon from the Straw Hats," said Kushina as she remembered the name of the summon as it was the very ship that the Straw Hats sailed on, Thousand Sunny. "I take it that he is to be my first opponent, Captain," said Thousand Sunny, receiving a nod from Naruto. "Then I will not give up." With a mighty roar, Thousand Sunny tackled Shukaku, creating a loud boom as the great beasts collided forcefully. "Wind-style air bullets," said Shukaku as it launched a ball of air towards Thousand Sunny, but the summon leapt to the side to avoid the attack. "Hang on, Captain," warned Thousand Sunny as Naruto tightened his hold on the lion's mane. "Great Lion Tackle." Thousand Sunny slammed into the Akabe with great force as the air shook from the impact. Shukaku threw shuriken made of sand as each one created a large cut on the lion. "Captain," said Thousand Sunny, "I have a powerful attack that might work on him, but I can only use it once." I need him to hold still so it can work. As if by some miracle, a loud voice was heard as it said, summoning jutsu bring down the house. A giant red toad in a yukata landed on Shukaku before getting tossed next to Thousand Sunny. Hey Gaki, said Jiraiya as he landed on the red toad's head, how did you learn how to summon? A growl escaped from Thousand Sunny's throat, telling Jiraiya that no wasn't the time to be trading secrets. A new summon, said the red toad, name's Gamabunta, what's yours? With a mighty roar, Naruto's summon said, I am Thousand Sunny, the great lion of the sea. Gamabunta chuckled at the declaration and said, I heard you could use some help. Thousand Sunny nodded and said, if possible, I need you to hold our opponent down for my attack to work. With help from Jiraiya, Gamabunta transformed into a large wolf and leapt towards Shukaku and got into a deadlock. Thousand Sunny leapt around the battling duo, gathering energy and chakra in his mouth and got into position. Grand roaring cannon, roared Thousand Sunny as a massive wave of energy and chakra launched from his mouth. Gamabunta quickly leapt away from Shukaku as the wave obliterated the Baiju's body, save for the head. Holy crap! Said Gamabunta as he returned to his toad form, I can feel the energy across my warts. Everyone in the stadium went bug-eyed as they watched the massive explosion of energy and power. At Shikamaru's location, the cloud gazer not only saw the massive blast, but he could feel it on his skin. I guess it's time to wrap this up, said Shikamaru as he cleared all the branches from the trees with a wind jutsu. The Capturoto ninjas saw the boy go through hand seals and were forced to make the seals themselves. Forbidden shadow art, said Shikamaru as he stopped on the seal for rat, shadow absorption jutsu. The Oto ninjas watched Shikamaru's shadow return to their captor and watched the Jinin stand before them with a paralyzed look in his eyes. Seems like someone didn't perform their jutsu correctly, said an Oto ninja as he drew a kunai until he saw his hand smoking. What the? The other Oto ninjas looked and saw smoking coming off of their bodies. What the hell's going on here? Said a panicked Oto ninja as he tried fruitlessly to put out a fire that wasn't there. Since you guys are about to evaporate into nothing, I'll tell you, said Shikamaru as he slowly took out a scroll and unrolled it, even though you will perish, don't try to interrupt as I really don't want to add the extra effort to say think twice. Shikamaru quickly cut his hand and let blood drip on the exposed paper. When the blood made contact, it soon turned into writing as each drop of blood turned into the kanji for shadow. It all started years ago when my ancestor, Tobias Nara, a simple navy grunt was subjected to experimentations on those with devil fruit powers, said Shikamaru as he ignored the few screams from his opponents vanishing out of life forever, mostly the blood of those who possessed those powers. After a couple more screams, Shikamaru continued, Tobias was injected with the blood of Gecko Moria, the zombie commander and possessor of the Kage no Mi or the Shadow Fruit. The Navy originally wanted to fight fire with fire, but due to some complications, the results were much different than what they expected. Instead of working like the original Devil Fruit, this bloodline, if you could call it that, is just a weaker version of it, as Tobias could only use his own shadow or shadows of inanimate objects to create weapons. The Kage no Mi wasn't the only fruit the Navy thought of, but that's a different story. After seeing the scroll was done with his blood, Shikamaru rolled the scroll back up and sat at the base of a nearby tree. Tobias then discovered a way to take the pseudo-powers to a new level after coming to the elemental nations, and lo and behold, the birth of the Nara clan. The lone remaining Oto ninja looked at the cloud gazer and asked, what are you going to do with our shadows? Shikamaru leaned back and watched his last opponent vanish out of existence and said, whatever. Back at Naruto's location, the attack from earlier had cleared, allowing Thousand Sunny to launch Naruto towards the Shukaku's falling head and said, Captain, banish the evil within Shukaku and save Gaara. Naruto landed on the Ikabi's falling head in his skeleton form and saw that the spirits of the three Hokages were right beside him. Fool! Said Shukaku as its body began to reform, you can never defeat me. The ghosts of the Hokage reached inside Shukaku and pulled out another spirit, a spirit of a priest. Unhand me, you ingrates! Cried the priest spirit, do not make me summon Kami's wrath upon you. At the sound of a blade being unsheathed, the spirit looked at Naruto with fear. You believe that mortals can summon immortal beings without a price and make others bend to your will by threatening them with kami, said Naruto as he raised the blade in the air with both hands, and you call yourself a priest. Someone who is to provide guidance and share kami's teachings. Naruto slashed the corrupt spirit and said, Soul-style Destrando la Hoja, banishing blade. The three Hokage's spirits let go as the evil spirit burst into flames and was absorbed into nothingness. Naruto returned to his human form as the Hokage spirits vanished into the next life and said, Kami would never allow herself to bend towards such corruption. So you shall face eternal pain. In hell. Shukaku's head slammed into the ground as Naruto landed in front of it. What? Said Shikaku in a gentle voice, what happened? The confused head changed its form into a small girl about Temari's age with a small tannish tail in her hand attached to Gaara's and view the destruction. Did I do this? Asked Shukaku as tears formed in her eyes. I should have stayed with Kuramina-san and listened to Mate Tabine-chan about not talking to strangers. Naruto and the Straw Hat Pirates, even Robin, couldn't help but sweat drop at the sight of a great-tailed beast crying like a little child. Please don't cry, said Naruto as he tried to comfort the crying Biju. I'm sure that everything will be alright, Shukaku-chan? Shukaku stopped crying and looked at Naruto. I am not that nasty man, said the Ikubi, my name is Tsunahime. Temari appeared from her hiding spot in a daze that the Ikubi was possessed by an evil priest and a girl. Do you know where Kuramina-san is? Asked Tsunahime as she looked around. I can sense him, but I can't smell him. Temari saw the disheartened look on Naruto's face and had a gut feeling about something. Kurama was separated from his power and chakra, said Naruto as tears formed in his eyes, and since he couldn't get enough of his power back, he had to pass on. Tsunahime saw the tears fall from Naruto's face and hugged him. I'm going to miss Kuramina-san, said Tsunahime as she let go of Naruto, but I am eternally grateful to you for getting rid of that nasty priest. He was messing up Gaara, but I can get him on the right path. Again, thank you, Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki. Tsunahime dissolved into sand and formed Gaara's sand armor as the redhead slowly woke up. Naruto, said Gaara as he glared at the blonde. Gaara, this boy saved you from becoming a mean, nasty monster, said Tsunahime through the mental link. That nasty priest was making you do mean and scary things. Gaara sat up and listened to what Tsunahime telling him as Temari carried him away. Temari, said Gaara as he and his sibling were soon surrounded by other Konoha shinobi, I'm sorry. And Tsunahime says she's sorry as well for what Shukaku has done. Temari smiled, knowing that Naruto has given her little brother a new hope. At the stadium, Orochimaru saw the Ikubi disappeared after the lion's attack. Time to finish what my old man started, said Gin as he flashed through some hand seals and got close to the snake Sannin, sealing Jutsu Reaper Death Seal. Minato watched the Shinigami's arm appear through Jin's stomach and began to pull Orochimaru's soul out. Jin! Shouted Minato as he watched the struggle, what about Konohamaru? What about your son? Jin turned his head and sent a smile to Minato. I know that I'll be leaving Konohamaru alone, said Jin, but I know my brother will take good care of him and Naruto will as well. That is why I have named your son as Konohamaru's godfather. Jin returned his gaze towards Orochimaru and he could feel the Shinigami getting impatient. If I can't finish the job, said Gin as tears slowly fell down his face, then I'll take your arms with me to hell. Orochimaru watched the Shinigami cut his soul's arms off and devoured them as acidic pain crawled up his arms. Minato knew that Jin had bought everyone time by preventing Orochimaru from using jutsus for a good while. Sensing defeat, Orochimaru signaled his bodyguards the retreat, swearing revenge on not just Konoha, but Naruto as well. The fighting ninja saw that the fight was now against them and surrendered. Minato looked at the battle-scarred village before him, so many lives lost, so many homes gone, all that paperwork. I hate being Hokage, Minato thought as he watched Sasuke and Shino carrying Naruto. Bad enough that this job tore me away from my family. Especially Naruto now that he's Konohamaru's godfather. Running his hand through his sun blonde hair, Minato looked at all the Konoha ninja and with a mighty roar he said, People of Konohagakure. This invasion is over as we, the village's own citizens, have won this battle. Minato heard the roars of victory, but he knew the truth. They may have won the battle, but the war is far from over.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you guys want to watch more like it, please subscribe to my channel and become part of the video game fanfiction plot. And please leave a comment down below and hit that like button. If you guys have any suggestions on any stories you guys want me to read, don't hesitate. They're always welcome here in the video game fanfic plot. That also goes for video games. Until next time, goodbye!